Hey, welcome to my little home office here today on the 1st of March, the beginning of a brand new era for Christine and I. It's the first social media post around our new little non-profit we're calling the Generative Way, which I'd like to share a little bit with you what it's all about. And as we enter into this new phase for us, I can't help but thinking that right now in Europe there's a war going on, and what we're hoping to do and speak about and discover is exactly the opposite as to what's happening in Europe right now. Anyway, so here we are, we're sitting with 2 and a bit years of COVID behind us and all the change and the pain that that's produced. On top of that, Christine and I have finished off a season of 40 years of leading churches. We've been in church ministry longer than that, and it's come to a wonderful end in the sense that we're still part of the church, and yet, you know, we're not involved with the leadership, but our heart's still in Grace Family Church and the church in general. So these are the things that we've been working through, and of course it has caused some kind of questions as do we have any use? Is there a future? What now? What's going to happen next for us? I mean, we think we've got a few decades left before we're completely done. It's a reality for many people who approach this sort of 55 plus and they're moving towards retirement and they start thinking about their mortality and about what's going to happen. But on top of that, every one of us have faced some level of pain. It could be the pain of a marriage that's in trouble, a business in trouble, a kid that is not responding and is perhaps, you know, struggling with life, and all the kind of things that we face as people. And as we kind of launch this Generative Way, we want to try and be understanding and sensitive to the pain of people, and to really try and understand what the actual problem is, what's actually going on in our lives. And this pain produces an uncertainty, a sense of a question of identity. Who are we? What's going to become of us? Am I any good? Am I any value? I don't feel appreciated by my spouse. My kids completely ignore me. Perhaps your boss has overlooked you. If you employ people, they don't appreciate you. And we see all these problems emerging in our world that causes this pain, that causes a narrative, a story that begins to play out. That, you know, perhaps we're no good, or perhaps I need to do something radical to try and change my external world, and, you know, buy a new motorbike. Listen, that's always a good idea, but you know what I mean. These are the things that I think we're grappling with, and as Christine and I start this Generative Way, we want to try and find a way that we can resolve the problem. The pain and all that stuff is going to be with us. Recently I heard somebody speak about the fact that it doesn't matter, we're always going to have to manage uncertainty, we're always going to have to deal with sadness and with problems in our lives. And the actual language that this person used is that we have to learn to live with discomfort. And as I was thinking about, well, what does that mean? How does that happen? There's one gift that every human being has, and that is the gift of choice. We get to choose how we respond, how we engage with our problems, how we engage with our pain, how we engage with what's going on in the world about us. I mean, you know, and I know that that's not easy. It's very easy for me to talk about that, but that's what the Generative Way is about. We want to provide opportunity to have conversations, perhaps little seminars, mentoring sessions. We want to try to provide content about how do we choose to ensure that the story that we are generating, the story that we're living out, it embraces the discomfort, it deals with it, but at the same time we find our voice, we find the thing that we're good at. And in finding our voice and finding the thing that we're good at, we help others to find that. And in that we find some sort of generative life, a life that generates more life. We are truly on that journey ourselves. For 40 years, in a way, my life was carved out for me. Every Sunday I had a church service, and I prepared for it, and I had a team around that I worked with and worked in and worked with other teams. And it was clear, and so now it's all different. It's all changed for us. And now I'm trying to figure out, well, what is the thing that I'm good at? What is my voice? Where am I going to make the most significant impact? As an airplane and a helicopter fly over here and ruin my video. But nevertheless, I'm gonna push on with this video. So that's what the Generative Way is about. Keep an eye on our social media platform, primarily Instagram and YouTube. And we're going to be sharing ways with content that we can engage with you and hopefully encourage you in your journey as you would encourage us as we kind of figure out what is the thing what's our voice, what we're good at, and how do we help others to find theirs as well. So please like this video, share it with somebody else, watch the space. Hopefully good things are coming down the line. So once again, thanks for watching. God bless you. See you soon.